Hey guys, how's it going? This is Xpotics, and this right here is my test bench. It's an Intel and NVIDIA test bench, and then my AMD one is coming, so that'll be exciting. So this is an i5-4440. I just got an i7-4790. So this is a 4-core 4-thread, and the i7-4790 is a 4-core 8-thread, and it's higher frequency. It's going to be amazing. It's a massive upgrade. But this video is just pretty much showing you like the performance of the CPU, and I'm gonna just do the GPU alongside with it and everything like that versus the i7-4790. So pretty exciting. I'm just gonna boot her up right now. And comment below, guys. Like I'm thinking about just taking that 200mm off. Just it'll look a little cleaner and stuff. But I usually, yeah, I'm sorry. I usually like this because there's just more airflow and it's cooling the components a little bit better, you know? It's like, yeah. But yeah, this is 5760 by 1080p, so I'm gonna run Cinebench, Formark, and or just how about Cinebench? I can't do really both because then it's not really showing you the real performance of it. So I'll just close down like tasks and stuff like Steam. I'll close Origin. I'll make sure everything's closed and just do Cinebench, and then show you the single and the multi score of both products. You know, both CPUs, so you guys can get an idea of the upgrade. I'm gonna also run a game as well after this. So as you can see, I closed, I didn't show proof of it, but I did close Steam. I closed Origin, and I think that's it. I closed a couple different programs. So what's left is the, like for different devices and stuff, you got your Windows Defender, Riva Tuner, and MSI Afterburner, and NVIDIA in the background, and also Razer Synapse. So that's the only 6 that are running right now. And let's go multi-core. This is Cinebench R23. I think this is the one that's going to take like 10 minutes, so I'm just going to let it be for 10 minutes. I pressed start already, my bad. You gonna work? Okay. All right, so as you can see, i5-4440, 4 cores at 3.1. I'm not showing the clock speed. Should I do Task Manager so you guys can see the clock speed of it? How about that? So Control Shift up, Control Shift Escape. So I'm just going to do the same thing with the other one too, so you guys can see Task Manager is going to be running. Okay, so it's using the CPU 100%, so the Task Manager was a little bit sluggish. 3.09, so it's almost the base frequency. Got 16 gigs of DDR3 1866, 2 8 gig sticks, and a 980 as the GPU for this one. So this is going to take about 10 minutes. So after like the last little tile to render, I'll show you guys the performance of the multi, and I'll talk a little bit during the single one, then I'll do the same thing and wait till the very end to do the single because it takes like 10 minutes. See, as you can see, clock is ticking. So yeah, that's how fast it's going to be. All right, let's give it. I didn't whip up my camera fast enough. So I just finished 2797. That's how many points I got on multi. So let's do single for 10 minutes. I pressed it. It's taking its good sweet time. Okay, 43%, 3.13, 3.28. Okay, is the highest it's probably going to be. Come on, you can do it. Yep, 3.28. Oh, it's going to take a minute. 9 of them to be exact. After that took so long, it's finally done. 758 points. And it's turned, clock speed went a lot lower now, but it was 3.28 the whole time. So, yep. Let's see how the i7-4790 handles Cinebench R23. All right, running Dirt 3 benchmark, 5760 by 1080p, 4x MSAA. Maxed out except post-processing, that's at low. Just gonna apply settings. It'll refresh. Accept changes. Go back into graphic settings. Scroll all the way down. Run benchmark. I'm going to run the benchmark 3 times. I have Task Manager and MSI Afterburner running in the background, and Steam as well. So I'm running Dirt 3 at 5760. That's triple 1080p. That's 75% of 4K, or 3/4 of 4K. I've said in my previous video, I think I was tired or just like wrong, definitely wrong, because this is 3/4 of 4K. You need 4 1080p's to make a 4K, like UHD, like 3840 by 2160. So yeah, the monitors are the different sizes and stuff. It's not perfect, obviously, but it is what it is until I can get a different one. So I'm getting 194 right now FPS. I'm going to do 3 tests just because I'm going to add up all the frames, and I'll show you guys what it actually looks like the average frame rate. And every single time you do this run, it's a little bit different. Like the cars are, they're not doing the exact same thing every single time. You might get 3rd place, 7th place on one, and the car might flip, you know what I mean? So that's why I do 3 runs. I'm gonna add up all the total amount of frames and then compare, and also the averages and the lows, so you guys can see like the differences and stuff against the i7-4790. But yeah, it's not completely like perfect and stuff, but I can move that monitor, that one right there. If I can move it like slightly tilt, that'll be better, and then that one slightly tilt. I was just moving some stuff to get the other monitors plugged in correctly and stuff. So yeah, what, 84 FPS with a 980, 100% GPU usage, 59%, 60% on CPU. 66 on temperature on the GPU and 40 on CPU. So this is more GPU bound, but you're still going to get like dips and stuff where the i7-4790 will do better. I just want to see by how much. So total amount of frames is 10,185. The average is 98.97. And then the minimum is 83. All right. So I'm going to run it again. Just going to sit down. All right. Same exact settings, just doing 3 runs identically. Identically, is that a word? Identically, yeah. It's a little cold. Yeah, I don't know what the temperature is in my apartment, but it is a little chilly. So if it was warmer, obviously the temps would be a little warmer as well. A little higher. Let's go. 93 FPS, 92. 93, 95, 96. When you get close to the cars, the FPS will go down because it has to render more. But I'm on myself right now. Ah. 92, 93 FPS. So lowest I saw was 86. And I'm consistently seeing higher 90s. Doesn't really go over that. And I'll can't talk. And I'll also show you guys the I'll take off the CPU cooler and I'll show you guys what it actually, like my heat spreader application, you know, just smoothing it out completely instead of like the actual rice or grain of rice or whatever, the line. I smooth it out so you'll see the effects of it and how good it is. So the total amount of frames on the second run is 9,489 and average 99.71 and minimum's 85. Oh, numbers of tests 1. I should have. Is there an option to make it like multiple tests? I mean, I'll just do it again. Whatever. It doesn't look like it. You have benchmark tests. There's not like run 1 or 10 or whatever. I might make that one just a dedicated video, actually. How I actually apply the thermal paste, and after a while you take it off and see how good the contact was and stuff. Sometimes mine's a little like I added too much, you know, but that's not bad. It's just a little messy at the end when you clean it up, you know. Hopefully I don't get like flagged or something for this music. It was only for 5 seconds anyways. 85 FPS, 89, 91, 92, 94, 95, 94, 95. Okay. I mean, it's all going to be similar, you know, just I'm always in like last place anyways, so it's not. I would have, if I was actually driving, like in the game, you know, if I'm using the controller, I would have like slid in front of the guy and used like I would have like went in front of him and kind of messed him up, and I would have gotten a better place instead of slowing down. That's just me though. 101 FPS, 98, 97, 98, 96, 94. Okay. Go, 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 go. All right, and after this, guys, I'll add up all of them. I'll have the screenshot of each on screen, and you know, I'll use the calculator, and I'll show proof of it so you guys can see, and you guys can see side by side as well. All right. Total amount of frames of this one, 9,611. Okay, what? Interesting. That doesn't even make sense. What was the last one? I forgot. But the average frame on this one was 100.24, and the minimum was 84.97. So very, very close to the last one on the minimums. I remember that was 85. I think the other one was like averages were like 97 point something. I don't know. But yeah, I'll add them all up and you guys can see them. Okay, I'm going to be removing the i5-4440. There we go. And putting in the i7-4790. Here you go. I'll get some good lighting. There you go. i7-4790. 4-core, 8-thread. Higher frequency. Better in every way, really. Okay, taking out the 24 pin and the 8 pin for the CPU. Pushing this 200mm fan over so I can actually access it, and the fan header for the CPU cooler. I'm going to reapply thermal paste. Pop in the CPU. I have not tested it. I got it used, so they said it worked, so I'm taking their word for it. Hopefully the back, the CPU bracket to attach the cooler doesn't fall off. That'd be lame. Sorry if I'm in the way a little bit, guys. Just kind of want to guide it up a little bit. It's getting there. Come on. Okay, I don't think it's attached anymore. I think it's just maybe the thermal paste. All right, there we go. All right, so it made good contact. I mean, you have a little bit actually on the cooler as well, and it spread, you know, when you have it completely down. But yeah, I've taken off coolers before, and I do the same. I apply thermal paste the same way every single time. So I do a good job. Pretty confident in that. I make sure it's on every square inch of the CPU itself. Got a little paper towel here. Just gonna wipe it off gets over everywhere. But yeah, I like this board. I had problems with it for a while, but I haven't had any problems recently with it. So, and I wanted to, I was going to put an i7-4790K, which is the same exact performance as a 4790, but you can overclock the i7-4770K because of K and stuff. So you could get better performance if you overclocked it, which I was thinking about doing, but I'm actually not going to do that anymore. So, and this board is missing a pin and one's bent, but it still works and boots up. I just don't want to like risk it by overclocking, you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm gonna take it off now. Retention arm up, and just get the chip out gently. All right. Better lighting, sorry. i5-4440. Before I actually insert it, I just want to make sure this is safely in its container, because I'm going to try to sell this i5-4440. Maybe someone will make good use of it and help them out in their build. So i7-4790, there you go. You got the little triangle right there. There you go. You just match it up. They should have it better labeled, but it's at the bottom corner right there. A little shaky. There you go. Shake it a little bit. It's good to go. Make sure she's down all the way and put the retention arm down, and she is golden. That is beautiful. So I'm using Thermal Grizzly. This is rather expensive. I think I paid $15 for this USD, so pretty darn pricey. There we go. Oh, you're not supposed to pull this up because then you're allowing air to go in, you know what I mean? Oh, frickin' heck. There you go. I might actually use more than that because I'm in a spreader, you know what I mean? That's 5 minutes and 25 seconds so far. I'm gonna probably end up cutting it a little bit. And I do have my memory and everything installed in it, so it's kind of hard to get it perfectly, but I'm gonna try my best. Here it goes. This thermal paste is a lot better and a lot different than the last stuff I used. That was a lot more liquidier. More liquid. Yeah. So it's kind of hard to, and I have a lot of the components in, which is not, see, I'm wasting a lot right here, you know what I mean? That's why I always add more. I haven't had Mountain Dew in a while, and I had some, so kind of shaky because of it, I think. And I'm kind of hungry too. I should eat. I need some more. There's more right there, more right there, more right there. Should be decent. Yeah, I still have a good amount in here though, so that'll be good for another, probably my AMD one, and I'll probably have some more as well. So, and I got some other stuff too, different kinds of thermal paste. I don't know if you're supposed to mix and match thermal paste. I probably should watch another video on that, but there you go. This is looking good now, guys. It's a little thick in some areas too. Heck yeah, brother. All right. See, it just makes you feel better, I think. Just making sure it's on there 100% and not have, because like I've seen when people do like the grain of rice or the pea size, you know, in the middle, when they take it off, I see the edges are not completed, like making contact with the thermal paste, you know, it's like completely bare, which I don't like that, you know what I mean? You gotta be happy with your thermal paste application. I got some scissors right here. I'm just trying to scrape it off and then put it on the very edge of the actual heat spreader right here. And then I can actually put it towards the edge of it. And it will push more of it, you know, and it'll end up a little bit on the cooler and like after you pull it off, so it looks like you didn't put as much on, but yeah. All right, this is good, guys. I think I did a good job. Took a little bit of time, but it's worth it. Yes, sir. That's pretty good. All right, now that that's done, gonna wipe off the cooler itself. Up. I have it connected still with the RGB and stuff. I don't have any what is it called? Something alcohol. It's not the kind you drink. It's just the kind for cleaning off thermal paste and other things. But yeah, that's pretty good. You know, it's not perfect, but what is? All right. Liner up, and the back plate did not fall off, so that's good. That's good. That's lined up. You want to go into like crisscross pattern or X cross, like whatever, X pattern. Just one side to the next. Lightly tighten her down. Make sure it's going. That's good. And then next one. But yeah, I'm excited. Hopefully this works, guys. That'd be very disappointing if it's not working. I'll probably shed a tear or two. I have to re-put the i5 in and be sad about that and bring it back and get my money back. But fingers crossed. So that's good. It's not going anymore. It's not threading anymore. I can on this side a little bit more. And she won't go anymore. Okay, next one. Nothing. And nothing on that one. And just double check on this one again. Nothing. Yep. It's pretty snug on there. It's pretty good. And make sure the fan header is in. So I got the 4+4 CPU power. It's hard to see in here, and I don't want to move the light because I'm kind of jerry-rigging a stand up to it and everything because I had to get a good angle. There we go. She completely seated. I was happy about that. 20+4 pin. Making sure she is snug together. Goes only in, I mean, I don't know, it probably can go the other way, but you'd be messing it up completely and gonna wreck it. That was snug as well. I like that sound. That was good. Making sure she's good and seated properly. And the two 6 pins right here. There we go. That was good. Eventually, guys, making sure she is flush as well, double checking, triple checking, whatever you need to do, feel more comfortable. And this is fine. This is not going to move anywhere. Yeah, so that's it. That's it. So I'm going to be taking this apart after I do the testing and put all the components in a safe spot, and going to be cleaning this case up and spray painting it like this green. So it's gonna be like piss coat and then 3 other coats and then clear coat. So she's gonna look nice and very bright, and then I'll have a sticker probably on this side. It'll say Intel, and then half of it will be NVIDIA. So it'll be like this big, taking up that room, and then it'll be the same on the AMD. It'll be AMD and then Radeon. So that's the goals of this setups. So exciting, guys. Let's see if she works, huh? All right, I hooked everything up, guys. Moment of truth. Turn the power supply on. There's the LED. That's a good sign. All right. I always give it a whiff. That's a good sign. Everything's lighting up and stuff. So, showing on display. Good, good, good. I wanted to say checking for new devices. Or she turned off. Okay. It's not necessarily a terrible sign. Let's reboot. I don't want to touch you. Okay. Go. Ooh. I don't like that. I want it to be a restart. Okay. Okay, that was long enough. Work. Do not do that again. I'll forgive it if everything is smooth and doesn't do it again, all right? Okay. Come on, don't. Oh. Okay. I want to see initializing or setting up new devices, getting devices ready, something like that. Okay. Come on. Oh, don't mess up. Hey, thank you. Okay, so everything is recognized as the NVIDIA Surround at 5760 by 1080. Control Shift Escape. I want to see i7-4790. Yes, sir. 4 cores, 8 threads. Beautiful. Let's just say no thanks for right now. I'm doing stuff and I don't have as much time, and I'm gonna do Okay. So 3.1 gigahertz. That is wrong. That is very wrong. It should be 3.6 gigahertz. So it's like being retarded for a second. This is 1866. Correct. Good job here. So SSD is 700. I think this is a 500 gig SSD right here, the external one, 980, 1.3. So I want it to go higher. Let's just close like I did before. Just go to Epic Games. That's what I closed. Epic Games, Steam, Origin, and Discord. What did I have open last time? Oh, this is just the task manager. This is this, obviously. So if I close it, it'll disappear. Oh, it went away when I did that. See, there you go. So now we're good. We're trying to match up exactly what I did last time. And yeah, I had the i7-4770K a long time ago, and I sold it to a buddy. But I have the exact same thing without the overclock feature, so the name changed to i7-4790. It's pretty much exactly what it is. If it wins by like just a couple points. If it keeps it stock, the i7-4770. Okay, so everything is the power limit of the 980 is 125, which goes with the temp limit. It's never going to get that hot, obviously. The fan speed is aggressive. I have it at startup and a bunch of other settings. I could make a dedicated video how to set that up if you guys are new. So let's do the Cinebench again. But yeah, overall smoothness of the operating system, just everything will just be so much smoother with faster cores, better cores. The IPC is improved, 4 more threads. So let's just hit start. Taking a minute still though. Oh, there we go. That was faster. All right, let's just see how fast it is. Okay, there's a problem right there though. It needs to be at 100%. It's only at 86 right now, and at 2.67. That should be like 4.68. That should be at least 4.68. That is not cool. I do not like that. I need to restart this, guys, but obviously it's a lot faster. I did it again, guys. It's still at like 2.67, so it's restarting now. And I'm just mashing delete and gonna go into BIOS real quick. It's probably only gonna be on the main screen, I'm guessing. All right, it wanted to shut off and then do it again. I'm not sure. I don't know. Like it's the same chipset, right? It's a 4th gen. As it might be a different chipset, or it might need something else. Maybe the operating system be reinstalled or something like that because it's a new CPU and it's a lot different. I don't know. Okay, so I kind of want to just do it quick. So let's do save and exit and load defaults, and then yes, and then go back into home and make sure the gigabyte, Seagate One Touch, no. Okay, the gigabyte SSD is the main boot drive right there. So that is correct. So F10 to save and save. So this is default settings and making sure the SSD is the main boot drive. Like I have 2 SSDs on that one, the 240 gig, and it just completely turned off. Hopefully the CPU is fine. 80% is not 100%. Facts. Come on. Hopefully it's all good, guys. I paid $100 and it turned off again. Interesting. I mean, if it takes like a couple restarts, I mean, that's not ideal. The i5 was like working perfectly fine. Come on, don't give me crap. Yay, gigabyte, yeah. Okay, Windows 10 loading. It boots up pretty fast though, like when it wants to. And it's give it like 5 more seconds and boot. See, there you go. That was pretty good. I need to change the I need to change the name though because the i7. So Control Shift Escape. Let's see if it changed anything. Oh, so yes sir, 3.6, 3.82 now. Yes, yeah. Okay. So okay. So I'm clicking that, exiting that, closing that, quitting that. You gonna work? Oh, okay, there you go. Okay, quit. No thanks. Oh no. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Okay, now Cinebench. Okay, I feel better now. Just loading defaults, guys. There you go. So if you ever run into that problem where you just install a new CPU and it's still like acting or seeing stuff as the old CPU, it's either just reinstall your operating system if it's like a huge jump, like 2nd gen to like 9th gen. Well, you can't really do that. Well, if it's on the same SSD, you can. If you had like a 2nd gen or 1st gen and if you skipped multiple generations, you should just reinstall your operating system because of chipsets. So you have older chipsets saved on your computer and the newer one, you need the newer one. It's just do a fresh installation. But this is the 4th gen to 4th gen. It's just, a different tier and it raised up more threads and stuff. So start. 3.9, 3.9, I saw. 3.78, let's go higher, okay? Okay, 3.78. That's that's a little bit better than my 4770K. My other one was 3.58 or 3.58 or 3.68. So I gained a little bit percentage right there. If I can talk, that is awesome. 3.78. That is so much better. And here we go. Go, go, go. And my main setup, guys, if you're new to this channel, my i9-9900K, which is a 8-core with 16 threads, so that wrecks this, obviously. But this is a much better CPU than the i5, and it's just going to show in Cinebench. But I'm wondering with the 980, because the i5, I was looking in real life, and then I looked on my phone. But yeah, the i5 handles the 980 at higher resolutions. Like this is 3/4 of 4K. When it's all running, it's mostly GPU dependent. But if you were at single 1080p with one monitor at like say 144 hertz or something like that, this i7-4790 is definitely going to be a massive improvement. But when it's the GPU's at 100%, and if you have a lower CPU, obviously it can't take advantage of the whole GPU. So if you had a higher, resolution such as this, it's more GPU dependent. All right, that is a lot better though. I don't know the score of what it's gonna be. Let's see. For i5-4440, so 2797. I gotta beat that. So I'm guessing mine's gonna be like 40. It's gonna be like in between a 4850 HQ, I think, and 1165 G7. I think it's gonna be like 4200. I'm guessing. Could be wrong. Let's see. I might just get a beefier air cooler, guys. I mean, this is worst case scenario. This is absolute worst case scenario. Well, I mean, not actually technically no, because the temperature in this room is colder. So if it was hotter out and in the summer and I had no AC or something like that, my temperature would be hotter than this. But it's at 100% usage at 3.78. And when gaming, even if it's at 3.78, it's not going to be at 100% utilization. It'll be like 70s and 80s. So the temperature is probably going to be like 65, 67, 68. But still, I would like a different air cooler. A beefier one, because I mounted that one and you saw me, I went to left to right, other side, crisscross, and I tightened her down so she wasn't going at all, and I applied the thermal paste accurately, and the fan is spinning, I think at 100%. I could go into BIOS and make sure that fan is spinning the highest that it can go, because I don't care if it's a little louder. If it's a little bit louder and cooler, that's worth it, who cares? The test isn't completely over. There's still 3 minutes and 44 seconds left. But look at that. That was a good guess. In between this one and that one. That's exactly what I guessed, and that's what it's looking like it's going to be. This says 3.6, which I'm at 3.78, so that's a higher clock speed, obviously. But yeah, that's a little warm though, guys. It got to 83 on one of the cores. It's not thermal throttling, so it's not going to damage it. Because thermal throttling isn't even like the highest that it can go. It's pretty much protecting itself so it can't get damaged. But that's still pretty darn warm. I don't want higher than 65. I want 65 and under. So I'll look into it and see if I can just get a beefier heatsink on the CPU and you know, be better protected and last longer over time, you know? Just be happier. It's finishing up. A little bit more here, a little bit more here, and still got that to do. And it kind of cooled itself down after a while. It's been running constantly for like 10 minutes, you know what I mean? So, oh, let's finish it. 4351. So the i5-4440 got 2797, got 4351. I can't calculate that in my head real quick. Okay, but yeah, it's wrecking it. That is a lot better. And the temps, if I hover with my mouse, it did cool itself off a little bit. It was at it was like a high 783 for like a second, but mostly in 76 to 80. And then this right here, as you're seeing, 76, 75, and then 69, nice, and 67. So it cooled itself off a little bit. So yeah, there's that one. Let's do the single test now. Let's see what it runs at, which is, ooh, 3.95. Go higher. Come on, come on, come on. 3.98. Oh, 3.97, 3.98. So a little bit higher on a single core, and obviously the overall temp will be a lot less. So go, go, go. All right, finally got done, and my clocks were like 3.97 right here, and the temps were like 5247 on all the cores. And I got 956 points. All right, so that brought me for the single core. It actually beat the Ryzen Threadripper 1950X, which is a 16 core. So it barely won in single core performance. So that's pretty good. And even just lost against the Ryzen 7 1600X. Okay, so that's there's a score right there, and that's the difference between the i5-4440 and the i7-4790. All right. So you guys already watched the whole run, so I don't need to run it again. Got similar FPS. Let's just see the averages and the minimums and everything like that. 10, 4, 60, 99, 64, and 84.13. So that's a little higher the first run. Let's see if the second run's any better. All right, here it is with the second test, running the same exact settings at 5760 by 1080. Ooh, that's a little lower. 9507, 9960, and 84.4 frames. All right. So I told you it's going to be more GPU dependent, but the minimums are still better. The overall smoothness and everything like that, you know? All right. Just trying to have it focus, but it's too bright right now. Stupid thing. But yeah, the usage is a lot lower on this one. All right, let's see the third test. 9610, and the averages was 99.85, and the minimums was 84.34. All right, now I'll show it on screen. The i7-4790 versus the i5-4440 side by side. But yeah, guys, there's the test. That's exactly kind of what I was expecting. The 980 is still the bottleneck when you raise the resolution, and depends on like if you lower the resolution to 1080p instead of 5760 by 1080p, you'll you get 100% GPU usage like all the time with the i7, and the i5 will like maybe 70s, 80s, depends. Like I was getting with other games. With my other videos, I'll show proof of it if you guys want to check it out. But yeah, it's a nice little setup. I'm gonna actually be swapping out this cooler, and I'm probably gonna be keeping this too, just because it is gonna cool the other components better. But I think I'm gonna get an AIO, like a 120 millimeter, and then just kind of bolt the bottoms and then zip tie connected to the fan, so it'll be like a little bit thicker sticking out. But that'll cool the temps for the CPU off, and yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, and click like and share if you want. Comment below, and if you guys have any suggestions down below, in the comments section for any other games you want me to check or test or stuff, and subscribe if you want to see the AMD build coming up next week. So take care, guys. Peace.